All right, perfect. All right, so you five, thank you so much for jumping on. And I'm really excited about this. And I knew it would be a limited number that would be able to get on tonight just because we're less than a week away from Christmas and times are busy. And I get it. There's probably Christmas parties and concerts and whatnot. But I just really had it on my mind to be proactive about what's coming. And 2018, obviously, the big picture, that's coming. But what also is coming is that most of the people on this call, besides Meg and Mackenzie, Courtney, you might have felt it at some point, but I want to talk about momentum and what that feels like and how to prepare for it, because you're not going to feel the momentum unless you're planting seeds and doing something. So, and momentum is insane. It's like the craziest thing. And when I was going double and diamond also, it's like it was amazing because sure, I was hearing no, but I felt like no one was saying no to me. It was nuts. And I was able to sign on teammates, and they were getting their 4 customers, and they were getting to 400 and being a qualified leg, which is so exciting. And so I just want to talk about what is the action to getting to momentum. What is the action steps that you're going to take to make 2018 what you want it to be? So I've taken some really professional notes on my Dear Santa papers. And I just have a lot of things on my heart that I want to share. And I know that this is about, we have until about 7:40 and then this cuts us off, which is great. I love it. This is the first thing I want to ask you. If you have a piece of paper and a pen, this would be really good for you to write down, or at least I want you to write it out on your notes on your phone or something. But I asked myself, what is an honest evaluation of 2017, and what are 3 adjectives that I used for my business in 2017? And if you've been in this business for 6 months or 3 months or 1 month, that's okay. What has your 3 adjectives been of your time working your business? I think this is really important. And I'm going to be really open and honest about how I feel about my own business and what I've done. And that is my 3 adjectives is I was complacent, I was uninspired, and I was on the defense. So you're probably getting on here like, wait, what? Because when you look at me on social media, it looks like things are rocking, things are rolling, and I do work very hard, and I'm thankful to maintain a comma in my paycheck, but I don't want to just be okay with just getting by and feeling like, oh, thank goodness I was able to keep my paycheck. I mean, my comma in my paycheck, and just kind of letting myself sit in a place where I wasn't pursuing, I wasn't being proactive about my business. I wasn't doing the work every single day of what I needed to do to make 2017 what I had hoped it would be. Because I remember last year sitting at the end of 2016, and I was thinking, all right, 2017, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to go triple. And I just had all these big goals. And then here we are a year later, and I'm still sitting here, and I'm just thinking, oh, I'm glad that I didn't ever lose my comma. And that really puts me on the defense in my business. And the defense means that I'm responding to everything that's happening. Like if someone would quit, or if a loyal is upset about an order, or just the things that happen in life. And it doesn't mean just business, but in life, we all have life happen, and we have the happy times and the sad times. And then right now we have Christmas and it's really busy. So you have all of these things just wanting your attention and trying to get it from you. But you have to keep your business a priority. And that's where I can see that I was on the defense and not on the offense of my business. And I want to challenge all of you guys again. If you guys are just jumping on, my challenge to you right now is write 3 adjectives describing how you worked your business in 2017, or worked your business for however long you've had it. Just in 2017. But like I said, if you've been in for a month or 10 months, and be really honest with yourself, because I have kind of a news flash for you guys. You are all business owners of your very own business. And I guarantee you that when you own your own business, you are the person who's working the hardest. So if you had a traditional business, my dad has been a traditional business owner for 30 years, and he is the one who cares the most about the numbers. He's working the most to strategize. He's making sure that people are in the right spot, doing the right position that is their forte and what fits what their gifts are. So he is being very proactive about making his business successful. And so I want you guys to know you also are in that same spot. Sure, we are very blessed that we get to have a team. And that we can get together and we can be cheerleaders for each other. We can encourage, and that's all good and well. But at the end of the day, you are in charge of your own success. You are your own business owner, and you can look at your downline, you can look at your upline, and you can blame anywhere you want. But at the end of it all, you look at yourself and say, what did I do in 2017 that did or did not get me where I wanted to be? I had to ask myself that. And like I said, those 3 adjectives that I gave, they were not uplifting. They're not helpful. Again, I was complacent, I was uninspired, and I was on the defense. So now I want you guys to think about 2018. And I am so excited about 2018. I just love fresh starts. I love that every day is a fresh start in this business, but I especially love a new year. So in 2018, I want you guys now to pick 3 adjectives that you want your business to be. And so I have picked mine, but I just want to give you just like 30 seconds to think about it. In 2018, what are 3 adjectives I would want people to see about me as I work my business? What are words that I want to be proud of when I think about how I worked my business? I think of words like brave, courageous, because this business does take courage, because you're kind of standing out there all alone saying, hey, I am doing this business and I want to share it with everyone. And that can be lonely at times. So it does take courage. It does take bravery to step out. So hopefully you guys are able to think of a word. If you can't think of 3 right now, I do want you to try and think of them tonight. But my 2018, my adjectives are achiever, I want to be a fire starter, and I want to be on the offense. And I think that is my biggest theme on this Zoom tonight, being on the defense or you on the offense. And that is how I want to bring on 2018. I want to be the one who is planning parties. I want to be the one who is getting the Zoom together. I want to put the online event together. And that doesn't mean like, hey, Amy, take the reins and do that for all of us. It means you guys are all your own business owner, so you should be doing that for yourself. You should be planning parties. You should be planning online events. And you should be doing the work day in and day out that people see and they don't see to get you where you want to go. So I was really excited about using those 3 adjectives of like how this year has felt for me. And I don't want to say or kind of umbrella everyone and say that your year was rough, but I want to be honest with where I am and just be able to be accountable to this team and just say, hey, 2018 is going to be different because I'm going to be different. It's not because the team is going to be different. It's all going to change because of me. And you really do all hold the power to change it, and it all starts with you. So like I was saying, the new year is exciting, and it's because it's fresh, and it means like we're turning a page, and that is all good and well. But I just want to show you guys and tell you guys that nothing new happens by accident. Your business doesn't grow by accident. You don't lose weight by accident. There are so many things that take effort and work and diligence and intentionality that doesn't happen by accident. And the people who are going to rise to the top, the cream of this business who get to the top, they didn't just fall there. They worked their butts off and they gave it everything they've got. And there was times they're crying. There's times where they didn't understand why someone would leave or why something would be said that may have been just not very kind. And I don't know what a circumstance could be, but like we all are broken people, so we're not going to run a perfect business, and we're also running businesses with people, so we're all broken. So you just have to know that the curveballs are going to come, and we're going to have to learn to rise above them and say, okay, that was something that would be hard and could bring me down, but how am I going to rise up? How am I going to make this, I'm going to spin it for my benefit? Because when I think back to when I first started and when I think about when I went diamond, I am thinking right now, I think I have one person on my chart from when I went diamond. So that's 24 people, and one person is still working on my team from that chart. So I want you guys to know people come and go. People, they're not permanent fixtures when they say yes to signing on to this business. So you need to know for yourself, what am I? Am I going to be committed to my business no matter what would happen? If people are going to come and go, if I'm going to drop my volume in 1 month, or if I'm going to kill it, like whatever this business may bring, you have to know that you're rooted. And to know that you're rooted, it means you have a big why and a heart to get where you're going in this business, and that's driving you. Because I've had a lot of things and hurdles that have come my way, but I've overcome them, and I know that this business is our answer. And I did a video last week, and it's been 33 straight months that I've had a comma in my paycheck. That didn't just happen by accident. Like, that was not just like luck that it was given to me. Like, I've worked really hard, and sure, my check has dropped, but I'm able to maintain it, and I'm so, so thankful. So I just want to be real with you guys that the ebbs and the flows of this business, they happen, but it doesn't determine your fate. It doesn't determine your worth or what you can do in this business. What you're worth is what you decide after something hard happens. And so 2017 for me was hard. So what am I going to do? I'm going to rise up. I'm going to say, this is how I was this year. Now, what am I going to do better next year? And so I hope all of you guys are finding your adjectives and what's going to keep you grounded for 2018. So how do you do this? It's personal accountability. And again, we have teams, and that's great. We have Zooms, we have a team page, we have all these awesome things. But this is personal accountability. You have to do your own work to get where you want to go. No one cares if you go diamond except you. Like, let that sink in. If you want to go diamond, if you want to go ruby, if you want to go ambassador, it's you who care about how you get there. So how do you do personal accountability? You have your daily goals. So my daily goals, I am making sure I'm sending 3 to 5 new messages. I have new contacts every single day with people. It's not the same people who have been putting me off. That would be called follow-up. Follow-up is so much different than a new contact. So 3 to 5 new contacts every day, whether that's blitzing, Facebook, Instagram. I'm making new contacts. I'm making sure that I'm blitzing at least once a day when I get out. I am also posting 3 to 5 times a day. And that brings me to my next point, that posting is not working your business. And I was able to see Mackenzie this morning. She needed some sparkle pants. So of course, anyone in this business probably has sparkle pants. And so I wanted to, her and I just had a really good talk this morning. And I think so many people in this business, maybe even on this Zoom, you think, hey, I posted today, I was on it, I did it 3 times, I did it 5 times. That's just fluff. Posting is just fluff. It's absolutely necessary to build your business, but it's not working your business. That's like the easy part. That's like putting a commercial out there. That's not getting that interaction and that personal touch that we need to have in order to grow our team. And when I think about the last 3 or 4 years that I've been doing this, I've had one person come to me and say, I want to join your team. That was one person. And I don't even know how many people I've enrolled. That doesn't matter. But like, that's the point, is that only one person said, hey, Amy, I want to do It Works With You. And I was like, holy cow, I was so excited. So everyone else I have pursued, I have talked to. It has taken months and maybe even years to get someone to get going. But when they do get going, they say, what was I waiting for? Oh my gosh, thank you for being so patient. Thank you for keeping asking me. And I have people on this call who are one of those people, a few of you, I'm looking at names. Yep. Meg is the person that I see. Bree, I talked to her for a year. and Bree is my sister-in-law. So even that says something. Sometimes your family is not the first people to jump on board with you. Like, they're going to be the ones who get to watch you as well. And they love you, but it doesn't mean they're going to join you. So that's just something to stay grounded in and stay rooted in, is that you are contacting new people every day. Also, when you're posting, your post goal is not for likes. It's not for comments. It does not matter if you get a like or a comment. And I like to remind people, like, when you come and look at maybe my Facebook or someone who's been doing this business for a while, and you're like, holy cow, you have like 15 or 20 likes on a like wrap result picture. And it's like, all of those people, every single one of them are people on my team or people who do It Works. So like, you have to expand your reach, and then you're going to have It Works people liking your stuff, because I guarantee you the people who want to join you or the people who want to order from you are not going to like anything that you've posted. And thank you. I'm getting gingerbread delivered. But they're not going to like or comment. They're going to message you privately. So just keep posting, even if you feel like it's crickets. I remember in my beginning days, I deleted a few of my posts because no one liked them, and I was really embarrassed. So if you've been there, I totally understand it. I get it. Because it is kind of like, it kind of messes with your head. Like, okay, I just posted a picture of myself and I got like 10 likes. And then like an hour later, I post a picture of something with It Works and I get 0. That doesn't matter. It's a commercial. People are going to read it. And so I was talking to Mackenzie today, and she was saying, she goes, I have the perfect example of this. And she goes, I bought that charcoal toothpaste. She bought the charcoal toothpaste that was an ad on Facebook that just kept getting in her face. And it was like, you're brushing your teeth with this black stuff and it's going to make them whiter. And she'd see it and she'd pass it, and she'd see it and she'd pass it. And now she finally ordered it because she finally was like, okay, enough is enough. I want to see if this works for me. By the way, it does work. If anybody wants the black charcoal toothpaste, she said. So I want to get it too. But it just shows that consistency and continually being in people's, like, the forefront of their mind, and you're continuing to post, they're going to catch on and they're going to end up messaging you. And so I just love that about what we do. So don't post for likes. Don't post for comments. That is really, really important. So, by the way, look at my gingerbread. Looks perfect. I'm so excited about that. Okay, next page. So I want to ask you guys a question. So I want you guys to know, for yourself, are you a fire starter, or are you just someone sitting there waiting for someone to start your fire? Because if you're a leader and if you're going to go somewhere, you're going to have to be a fire starter, because you can't wait for people to come ramp you up and get you all psyched up for your business, because there's going to be days where you're not going to feel all excited about this black, green, and bling lifestyle that we have. But you're going to stay consistent because you have a bigger why and a vision for why you're doing this. So, like I said, or asked just a second ago, are you a fire starter, or are you waiting for someone to start your fire? And I firmly believe that you have to be filling yourself up. And I've learned this over the years. You have to be doing self-development. You have to be getting on Zooms. You have to do all of those things that are filling you up, and being around like-minded people, talking to people on your team, your upline, your downline, being connected. That is how you're going to stay filled up, because we are constantly pouring out in this business, and we are going to pour and we're going to pour. And some people are going to just run with this and they're going to be awesome and it's just going to fill you up. And then other people, you're going to give so much and then they might walk away. And that can be so discouraging, but that's the reality of this business. So I think it's so important that you ask yourself and you show up this next year and you say, I'm a fire starter. When I make new contacts, I'm going to encourage people. I'm going to ask them the tough questions. I'm going to see what their dreams are, what their goals are. I'm going to hold them accountable to that. I'm going to call them when they're having a bad day. I'm going to talk to them about more than just It Works. You're a fire starter. And I think that's one of the best ways that I have seen success for myself, is that I am constantly I'm reaching out to people and I'm encouraging them and I'm inspiring them and I'm giving them hope. Even if they're not on my team yet, I still reach out and I say, hey, how's it going? Hey, I just want you to know, like, what you're posting about, what you're doing, it's exactly the same as what I do with It Works. Now you can get paid for it. So I'm just putting like little seeds in people's heads all the time that they are worthy, they're capable, they're awesome, they can do this. And that's being a fire starter. And I'm sure there's, like, you guys have more ideas of what that would be, but be that in 2018, because that's what's going to set you apart, and that's what's going to make you a leader. That's what's going to make you rise to the top. People are going to want to join you. So don't be a follower this year, be a leader. And it doesn't matter if you just joined. It doesn't matter if you have teammates or not, if you've never enrolled a loyal customer. None of that matters. You are a leader as soon as you click submit to joining this business, because everyone started at the same place. The people that you follow, the ambassadors that you admire, they all started with the click that said join for $99. So just imagine you are capable of doing that same exact thing. And it just starts with believing in yourself and then pouring that into others all around you. So when this happens, I have it written down here. Your team is growing, your BV is growing, your following is growing, and your confidence grows. When those things are all growing, that's what builds momentum and equals momentum. So as your following is growing, you're going to have more of a reach, and you're going to have people like sending you messages saying like, hey, I told my aunt about you. She wants to know about wraps. And so your following and your reach is growing and expanding as you step up and lead in your posting, in your business. And the most important thing for you to see growth on your team and growth in your business and your BV, it's so simple and everyone knows it. It's your steps to success. Your steps to success are the key to everything. It's exactly how we are to grow, and it's no like mystery. And it's like, if we had just like an easy equation where we said 2 posts plus 5 new messages and one new friend every week equals ambassador, everyone would be ambassador because anyone can do those things. But that's not the case. You have to just keep going, and your steps to success are going to be your roadmap. And that's what you have to have as your guide. And I've said this before, I will say it again. It's 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors. That equals 7. So if that happened on 7 different days of the month, you would be excited for 7 days out of 30 or 31 days. So that's just depressing. You can't let your yeses be the dictate, like that can't dictate how you're doing for an entire month, because it's just not realistic. I wish that we were signing people every single day and all of us were just mountain to mountain and glory to glory. Like, that would be awesome. But like I said before, your daily goals, that needs to be your gauge of how you're doing. Every single night when you lay your head down on your pillow, did I post 3 to 5 times? Did I message 3 new people? Did I blitz when I was out? Did I plan a party? If you can say, yes, I did my best with all of those, then you can go to bed and know God is taking care of the rest. But if you didn't give it your all with making new contacts and starting new conversations, then the next day you have to put in double the effort and get those numbers in, because the numbers is what builds your business. The numbers are what equals a yes to get your customers and get your distributors. So that steps to success when you're doing that. And when you're on Facebook and you're saying, hey, welcome this girl, welcome to that person. Oh, I'm so excited for this girl that I'm helping her with her hair, skin, and nails, or helping people get their fruits and veggies. Like, that's going to create momentum for yourself and your business, because people are like, wow, like, she's killing it. And people are saying yes. Like, maybe I'm missing out on something because I'm not saying yes. So that's how you're going to find momentum. And find ways to create your own momentum in your posting. So for me, one example that I have is that when I have a new personally enrolled distributor, when they get their first 2 loyals, I am going to post a picture of them and say, congrats, you are now qualified, or this person, I'm going to tag them, is now qualified for unlimited $100 bonuses. So that's creating my own momentum. And I'm sharing that because I want people to be like, well, how'd she do that? Or she's only been in this business for 20 days and she did that, or 5 days and she's already qualified for that. So I am making sure that my posts are creating my momentum, and it's not just about like the fluff. I think it's important to have the fluff in our posts, but it's also important to show that you are growing. And that's where all these action steps in that I've been talking about, this is how you're going to get there, and you're going to get your steps to success. So I am really excited to start getting my steps to success done every single month. Another conversation I had this morning was just like, I have slacked on that. I've been able to do something every month and get something signed, someone signed, distributor or loyal or both, but it's not always the case. I don't always get my steps to success done, but in 2018, I really want to make it a priority. Rachel Williamson says that the way she got to ambassador is she was consistent every single month with her steps to success. She wasn't a mass enroller. She wasn't enrolling 10 distributors and 40 customers. She was literally enrolling 3 distributors, 4 customers every single month. And that's what she did. And now she's ambassador and she's earned $1 million. So that is freeing because we know the steps. Now the only question is, are you going to rise up and go at it with the numbers? Because that is the only variable that this business offers. It's, are you going to work as hard as the person who's messaging 20 people and 30 people or more while you message 1? If you can only do 1, then 1 is good enough for that day. But just know that it's your own decisions that are going to create and get your trajectory of where you're going in this business. So my last page. So I want to show you guys how to be productive on social media. And I think so many times I do this all the time. I'm scrolling and I'm just being so like, I'm not being intentional with my time. And so I want to tell you guys, I can write out, if you guys want to message me privately to ask again, but create lists. If you have to do it on a computer, you can't do it on your phone, but you need to create lists. So I have 2 lists. Don't make it complicated and just do 2. I have my It Works team. So that's anyone that I know is on my team, but it's also everyone that I follow who does It Works, because I don't want to see their stuff in my newsfeed because they're already doing It Works. So that's a waste of my time. So I put everyone on that list on my It Works team list, and then I have my leads list. I don't have a potential loyals list. I don't have a potential distributors list. I just have a leads list because it's not our job to decide what people are going to be. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a leads list and an It Works team list. And so I have a leads list. And so whenever I blitz people or whenever I have a new conversation with someone who's already my friend, I go in and I edit who they are in my list and I add them. And then so when I make a post, you can see that you can post it to friends or public or whatever. So in that area where you click that, you can choose if you want to post it to your leads or just to anybody. So I post things to leads all the time that people aren't seeing, like you guys, because I have all of you guys under my It Works team. So I'm posting to my leads list like, hey, I'm Amy, I'm a mom, and I love what I do. I would love to show you guys how to do it. Or I have VIP spots open. I want to train you. Who's looking for a way to make money from their phone? Or I'm looking for product testers of hair, skin, and nails. So I'm doing a lot more of those posts than people are actually seeing because I'm being intentional with my time on social media, because we don't have time just to scroll all day. A lot of us, we're so busy and we have life happening. So be intentional with your time. Next thing, after you get your new contacts, like once you've sent new messages, then you start scrolling and interacting. Don't start scrolling and interacting until you have your new messages sent, because then you're actually ahead of the game and you're doing what you need to do to build your business. And then I just have 7 minutes and 45 seconds left, but I'm almost done. So the challenge that I also want to throw out is parties. I think in January, my goal is to have 2 parties. I think everyone should be able to do 2 parties as well. We have, if you guys haven't heard this, I was able to hear this when I was in Missouri at Lori Conway's house, and Meg was also there. But we heard that December 27th is going to be a huge release. We don't know exactly what it is, but my guess is it's keto. So people are going to be wanting to do their New Year's resolutions, and we're going to be there to help. So just be ready for something huge to be dropping. So we need to have parties in place because we're going to go wrap the map and be intentional with our business, because come February, conference is just going to take everyone's business to a whole nother level. So I just like saying that. And now this is perfect. I have just about 5 minutes left. And this is my last thing that I want everyone to do tonight. And I want you guys to put your dreams on the shelf. I know that sounds really weird because we're all about dream boards and dreaming. But I have something that's even bigger in my head. And your dreams matter, what you want to have happen. I'm not saying they don't matter, but here's what it comes down to. You need to pick your number of what you want to make every single month. Because guess what? All of those dreams that you talk about, everything that you want to have happen in your life, it hinges and relies solely on the number of your income every single month. So you need to pick a number that you are going to say, in 2018, I am going to get this. Whether that's 500, 5,000, or 50,000 a month, you have to put that number out there, and you're going to work your tail off until you see it. And then when you see it, you just keep working. I think sometimes we get so caught up in this dreamland of like, I can't wait until I don't have to work anymore. And I want to buy a new car, and we have this trip to Disney World that we've always wanted to take. And I'm not trying to downplay what you dream about, but guess what? Everything that you want to do depends on the income you make with this business. And so I hope that these action steps and these ideas are really starting a fire inside of you. And I wanted to start a fire inside of you so bright and so fierce that you're going to go and be a fire starter in 2018. And the people you touch and the lives that you speak to, that they will be just so excited because someone knows what they're doing, knows where they're going, and you're ready to help. Like, that says so much to a person, more than a compensation plan or more than whatever you can say about this business fact-wise. If I meet a person who has fire and passion and has a vision and knows where they're going, then I'm excited because I'm like, hey, I'm with them. So if you can be that person for someone, then your team is going to start growing. And so this is a really important thing to learn. The way that you are, the way that you train is then going to be, it's going to be passed down to the people that they train. So I signed Meg a few years ago, and so I trained her. And so then she only knows from what I chose to share with her, how I trained her. So then she's going to turn around and she's going to go train Mackenzie, who she signed. So it's going to be something that's ongoing. And that's how we get layered leadership. So make sure when you're signing new people and you have new business coming in, you're being on top of it. You are showing them how to do a hundreds list, how to have a party. What is a power hour? Let's do a power hour together. That's another thing I just learned from MJ. I think she's on here. Oh, yep, she is. MJ is amazing, and she just got her cousin on board, and that is Kayla. And I think, yep, Kayla's here. And Kayla's been in this business less than a month, and MJ had her get signed up, and then they did a power hour together. And when I heard about it, I was like, hey, can I be on this power hour? It's like I had a light bulb go off in my head. Every time that we have new teammates coming on to this business, we need to be setting aside time to do a 30-minute power half hour or do a power hour with your new teammates so that you know how they're doing. Are they messaging? Here's how you message. Here's how you respond. Because this is what happens. When you show a person how to do it, they're signing loyals and they're learning from you how to do it. So then your team is growing. Because if you just put the ball in their court like, hey, you got this, post this, and then you never hear from them, and then they're like, no one's signing, and people told me like this is a scam. It's like your new distributor is just out on a limb feeling totally just isolated and that they made a terrible decision and that they don't know how to work this business. But if we take them under our wing, like MJ showed me, and I've been doing this for years. I don't know how I've never thought of this. So thank you so much, MJ, for showing me this. But I am going to be intentional with every new person that I sign. I'm getting together with them or I'm getting on a Zoom with them, and I'm going to show them how to do a power hour. and I'm going to show them how to message and seal a deal and get customers and get teammates. So I hope that that's a good tip. I mean, I was amazed when I heard it, and I don't know how I never thought of it. But just to wrap up in these last 2 minutes, I just want you guys to know that you guys can do this. I want you to look at your adjectives for 2018. I want you to know that you are capable, you are worthy. Whatever's happened this last year, this last however long you've been in this business, change it, turn it around. It starts in your head and then it gets to your heart. So please believe in yourself, because this team is going places in 2018. We're going to see commas in our checks. We're going to be marking off dreams on our dream board. You're going to see that number that you wrote down tonight, and you're going to get it. So for me, my number is 15,000. This year, I'm going to see a $15,000 check in 1 month. And then I want to go from there, because I want to see 50,000 at some point. So I'm going to start with 15,000. And right now my checks have been about 1,000, 2,000. So just to be real with you guys, like, I am feeling it too. And I am in the trenches with you, and I believe in you. And I just want you guys to know that you guys are worthy and capable. So this thing is telling me I have less than a minute, so I don't want to get cut off, but thank you guys so much for jumping on. If you have questions, please message me and ask me. But I have this recorded, so we'll be able to share this. So everyone, you have a great night. Thanks again for jumping on, and go be fire starters in 2018. I never made that. I hope that I didn't. No.